I think it was a very good idea to launch this. It filled the gap, Data for Policy, where practitioners can meet with academics in a very lively, interactive format. And I think it needs to be continued. It is very good that we have the journal now on top of it. So more space where this interaction can be also recorded, where we can build a track record, where we maybe have more time to be more specific about things, because the 10 minutes presentations are of course a limit, yeah, and the follow-up after a conference is always a challenge when you are back to your to your workplace, be it in academia, be it in government. There's often very little time to follow up. So I think the journal is a very, very good additional space that is being created, and I'm very much looking forward to that. My current project is about modeling data that is contained in contracts, like the contracts that we sign with internet service providers, with apps, so the famous end-user license agreements. I'm a modeler by training, a macro modeler, so I'm interested in actually modeling the data, and rather not necessarily relying on ex-post modeling as with machine learning techniques, where the data is not modeled, but we discover the model by algorithms competing with each other. I think there's underestimated value in actually modeling the data from the beginning. So when we sign contracts, we could actually sign a contract that is a structured data model. And if we manage to preserve that data model all through end to end in a process where this contract is the basic unit of information for other things, including for assessing policies, for evaluating policies, I think there's not that much ML or AI, or however you name it, that you need to place on top of it after all, if you spend more effort on modeling the data and preserving that model structure of the data throughout business processes. Gathering the knowledge about data technology and data-driven policies in a place that can be used by a government in an effective manner, in an efficient manner, is a big challenge. And I think we heard this challenge repeated here several times. A very simple opportunity is that we spend less money on external contracts because we better understand what we effectively can get from it. But the bigger opportunity is that if we start again spending more time on modeling the problems properly, and not just we could actually. My hope is that we can deliver on the quality criteria that we have put to ourselves as a challenge, as a requirement to impact assess policies before they hit the ground, before they actually hit businesses and consumers. Currently this is very difficult, and in some cases it is not possible at all. So I think this is where my interest is mainly, and I think the exchanging the experiences and concentrating the knowledge in a place like Data for Policy and then the Future Journal should help a lot to inform, especially in the governments, what is actually possible. Because sometimes it is just the ignorance of what we can do with data that keeps us from doing the right thing. And better understanding what you can do with data and what is maybe not such a good thing to do, I think would get us to better policies in the end, hopefully. The organizers have a very experimental mindset, so they keep asking themselves what kind of modules can we use, what kind of formats can we use, and I think this is good. There's no single format that does it all. And I'm certainly looking forward to a next conference that has maybe again more live demonstrations of actual solutions in addition to the poster sessions, so as was the case in 2017, and very much looking forward to next edition in New York.